So my name is Mike Kayihura, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Kigali, Rwanda. So music has always been in my household, at home. My parents, playing me all sorts of music from the 70s, from the 60s when they were younger, you name it. So I like the variety that was with it, but I think when I really triggered the musical side of working in music, I'd say the church choirs where I got a hold of my hands on the piano for the first time, and all of that, basically constantly being in the church choir was quite a good repetitive thing to do. So church really came through, and obviously working with my friends from high school, working on different genres like hip hop, jumping on choruses and stuff. So I think I'd say, once I was 13 is when I really triggered being into music. So obviously, as a songwriter, melody comes first for me, and playing the keys is a plus. So every time I'm playing, before I write anything, I have a melody first. And I think the inspiration comes from the music I've been listening to ever since I was a kid, and the music I still listen to. So I try not to limit myself. I listen to everything possible. I listen to the stuff I used to listen to as a kid, to the 60s, my parents used to play for me. So music is constantly in my day-to-day life. So there's not a lack of inspiration, honestly. My number one inspiration, I'd say, is Stevie Wonder. I have a memory of the first CD I got when I was about 11 years old. It was Hotter Than July, and those old school CDs that have like lyrics in them. So me and my sister would play the entire album while reading the lyrics. So we had them offhand. Hotter Than July is one of those classics for me. So Stevie Wonder is one of them. Obviously Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, and a few other people. And there's a lot of artists today that have triggered that visual side of the music, and hip hop wise, they've managed to actually blend hip hop with the soul music and the sampling like Kanye West and Stoma, and in the region as well. Sauti Sol is a group of artists that I ridiculously admire. They're really good with what they do, so I think there's a few that I've mentioned. So first of all, it was not meant to be on the EP. The Super EP that I dropped last year in 2021. So my friends heard it in the studio and they were like, dude, this has to be on the EP. And I was thinking of it as, hey, this is a bit different from what I usually do. And it hit me. I'm like, I'm trying to get out of my box and create the different sounds and not be labeled as just this. So that's it. It ended up on the EP like that, and it turned out to be the most liked song on the project, that's it. And it got a lot of feedback, and people seem to like it a lot more. And that's it, that's about it really. Tuza actually means chill out, relax, everything's gonna be good. So in the song I'm basically saying, take it easy, everything's gonna be fine. Whatever the ups and downs, that's about it really. Like I said, I don't have boundaries when it comes to creating. I jump onto everything that I can, everything that I feel comfortable in. And that's the fact that I've been listening to all these genres, and I still listen to the stuff I used to sing in church as well, because I play the keys and sometimes I just revisit those piano progressions and stuff. And I define my music as limitless a bit, I have all these visuals that I'd like to work on my music with, but I'd call it soul. I think soul is what I just put it as. There's a lot of R&B in it. Soul is what I grew up listening to. It's what I captivated me the most amongst those genres. So I think soul is what I put it as in terms of labeling it. But when it comes to what defines it initially, I'd say it's just I just go with the feel, I go with the feel, I go with whatever the artist. My best musical memory would be watching Stevie Wonder in London. I think 2017 or 16, I don't quite remember the year, but that was a great moment because I mean, like I said, I'm a big Stevie Wonder fan and I got to watch him live. It's really, it's mind-blowing. So he performed Songs in the Key of Life was the album he was mainly focusing on that day, and he ended up playing a few of his other tracks that were quite big, but yeah, Songs in the Key of Life is one of my favorite projects too. I mean, I knew pretty much every single track, so me and my friends at the time, we just go having a blast. It was really good. My best musical experience would be a song that I recorded with the Kingdom Choir in London as well. That was my first experience recording a song live, like full on. I mean, I've always played live and performed live, but this was like recording. And it was at a private studio, and you know, like all sorts of like mics hanging around, and I was on this grand piano. And it was really good experience. It was uplifting, and the fact that it was a song I wrote in high school alone was quite everything. It was amazing. So those are the two things I'd say stay in mind for quite some time. So I released my second project last year, Zuwa, that has tuza in it. The Zuwa EP was my second project. I'm looking forward to dropping another EP towards the summer, and that I'm really looking forward to, but I'm also really looking forward to releasing my first album. That's called The Rhythm of the Rising Spear, and that's a project that I've been working on for quite some time. I'd say more than 2 years or so. And yeah, geez, that's something I'm really looking forward to. You know, looking forward to exploring some more, and obviously collaborating more. You know, getting out of my zone and working with different artists and different acts. So that's it. Rwanda is fresh. Everything about it today, as we speak, is much more vibrant than it was 10 years ago. And it's been one hell of a ride to witness it coming to where it is now. And obviously there's a lot more coming. But being in the art scene has shown me how much this country is art. So I think I label it as it's art. You know, so much that happens here is raw and everything is from scratch. So I don't think it's the kind of place I'd say it's obviously it's ambition, it's so much more, but being in the arts has shown me that. And every day I realize that there's still an untold story. So I think music being a powerful form of art is one of the reasons I'd say that Rwanda is art. World peace and more love. I mean, it's been a rough couple of years with COVID and everything, and yeah, being isolated and all that, you know, not being able to travel, collaborate with different acts from all over the place, neighboring or not neighboring. So, you know, getting together more and sharing ideas more. I hope we can get to that, and maybe it will be even much better because we've been we've been working on different things. The painters have been painting, and you know, if we link up and we could create something different that could change things, you know. I like to think that music is about togetherness and love, so I like to stick to that. So love and peace. All my social media handles are with my name, Mike Kayihura, and Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all the other platforms possible, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you can check my music out, Mike Kayihura. And yeah, tune in.